Before we get out of here, there was a list that came out. Adam Schein ranked 9 guys.
Is it Shane?
It's Adam Schein. I know that for a fact because I used to work at Sirius.
So I think I'm pronouncing the Giants GM's name wrong.
That's Joe Shane.
Yeah. Spelled the same.
Nice little rhyme.
I was like, people were probably like, the stream just froze. But like we were just like caught in a moment in like influx. Like I don't know where to go with that. But it is Adam Schein, and he put out 9. That's NYPD for 9. A list of 9 guys guaranteed to have a better year this year. CeeDee Lamb. I say yes. By proxy, you lose Amari Cooper. You're going to get a lot more volume, especially in the first couple weeks if Gallup's out. He's already been interviewed. Like, are you number one? Of course I'm number one. Blah, 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 right? CeeDee Lamb has to take the next step. I think he's improved.
I have to look at his numbers. What were his totals?
Low last year.
So then, yes. If he eclipsed like 80 catches, which I don't think he did.
I don't know that first.
If it's like 80 catches, 1,000 yards, then it might be tough to repeat that because I think the Dallas offense is going to look a little bit different.
Got him the Eagle on this list. But real quick, the second one, Patrick Surtain Jr. The reason why he's going to be better, I think, and I agree with Schein on this one, the defensive line got better. And when you're a secondary player and you're a corner and you're safety, you cover for a little less time when you get a better pass rush. It's Bradley Chubb, and now it's Randy Gregory. That's why I think Surtain's going to be good. Yes.
I mean, second-year corner, you make the leap. Yeah, rookie year, you struggle.
But you're always going to be covering the number one guy.
So bit of data on these guys that you're going up against, and yes, improvement across the defensive front. I could agree. It's just hard to say a corner, like he played well last year.
He played real well. So, pick 6 and everything. Like he played very well. Remember, I was banging over the head. I was like, come on. I wanted him.
If I'm being honest, so far, the first 2, lazy. Lazy by
Picks,
him.
Right.
Lazy by him.
There's a couple more lazy ones on here. He's speaking of the third one, lazy. Jalen Hurts. He's guaranteeing he'll play better. I have to say yes, because A.J. Brown is now a target. You move Devonta Smith to a number 2 role in which he'll probably excel even more. And then you got the clown who can't catch a ball. He'll probably catch more balls this year than he's ever caught. What the hell's his name? What's that?
A.J. Brown?
No.
Jalen Reagor?
Reagor. That guy, he stinks. But again, he'll probably be better as a third guy, not as relied on heavy, so we'll see.
Again, I'm not sure that he's going to do much better statistically. I think the Eagles will be a little bit better football team, but it's still, last year when you're looking at his totals, his rushing yards, if he's going to throw the ball more, he's going to do worse running the ball because they have now the receivers to complement the running game. So you would expect, that's the idea when you get receivers is that you could throw to them. So Philly's going to be a little less reliant on Jalen Hurts' legs. For that reason, depending on how you're looking at this, I think Philly will be an improved ball club, but I'm not so sure that Jalen Hurts' numbers are going to be better next year, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't work for the team.
Okay. Number 4, familiar to the Gooch, A.J. Dillon. Now, the reason why I agree with this one is because, maybe not wholeheartedly agree that he's improved, and I'm only looking at the stats. Is Aaron Jones, is this his contract year?
No, he's got 3 more years left.
So what the are they just completely turning into a two-headed thing?
Well, they were last year. He had
but I'm saying even more, this year, really hammering home that there's
when you see
splitting.
When you're playing at home in Green Bay and it's December, you're going to be using A.J. Dillon in that game because he's 250 pounds and nobody wants to come up and make those hits. So stylistically, the game that Green Bay is going to be putting out there this year is going to be defense, run the football, and then if you need something late, heroics out of Rodgers in the fourth quarter. And I hate to say this because I never really liked this team, but it's, to me, with the secondary being the way it is, having potential on the defensive side of the ball, a really good quarterback, not great receivers, and a really good running game, it looks a lot like the Legion of Boom, Pete Carroll, Seattle Seahawks with Aaron Rodgers instead of Russell Wilson. It really does remind me of that makeup of the roster. So, yeah, I could easily see A.J. Dillon. And Aaron Jones has had a lot of mileage in this league, and he's not the biggest guy, so you could expect at least a game or 2 that he misses here or there, and A.J. Dillon becomes the clear number 1 guy in that situation. I do think that there's a very significant arrow up on A.J. Dillon this year. He has a very good chance to outplay his draft status in fantasy.
I wholeheartedly agree with this one. Michael Pittman Jr., that is the Carson Wentz effect because you lost Wentz, you're getting Matt Ryan. By proxy, you're going to be a better receiver. They drafted well. I don't think there's going to be as much focus on Pittman. They're going to have to spread the ball around, but I think Pittman has another great year. I really liked him last year. I like him even more this year with Matt Ryan.
Very solid receiver and young enough to make a leap. Yeah, I agree. And the situation that he's in, the focus is going to be completely on stopping the run and what that offensive line is able to do. Matt Ryan, he's proven in the past that he could throw the ball deep. He's had a lot of bigger receivers to throw to. Michael Pittman's 6'5", so it adds up. I do agree Michael Pittman will have an improvement. But again, when you look at his numbers, I'm not so sure how much. Also, another lazy pick by our boy Schein.
Okay. One that question marks, Gabriel Davis.
I love Gabriel Davis.
I do too. However, they lost Emmanuel Sanders. They also lost Cole Beasley. So there's a little bit more on him. Stephon Diggs obviously gets the attention over there. Josh Allen's playing all world. But like Gabe Davis all of a sudden moves up to the 2. Now it's time for him to answer that kind of call.
Yeah,
like you got to be the guy over there.
I think Gabriel Davis proved that he could answer that call. Look what he did in the postseason last year.
Right, he lit the world on fire.
Is a
I
stud
agree.
when he gets the opportunity. In that offense, any guy lined up in the number 2 spot is going to do well. Why did Cole Beasley have a resurgence in Buffalo? It had nothing to do with Cole Beasley. I mean, it did. He did the work. But you understand that system is going to produce for that spot. No question about it. Stephon Diggs is going to draw all the coverage. They got Dawson Knox, who's a very underrated tight end, and Singletary, who they have help now with Singletary. I don't think Moss is still there, but they did draft a running back this year, right?
Who?
The Bills?
Draft a running? Yeah, they had to have, yes.
So they drafted a running back, so that could push Devin Singletary a little bit, who also played really well.
Don't they still have the other guy?
Yeah, but I think he's kind of they're
What
kind
the
of
hell's his name?
Zach Moss.
Moss.
I think
You
they're
said
kind of
that,
over
sorry.
that project. But Devin Singletary again last year at the end of the year is when he churned things up.
No, coming in number 7.
Blendon.
I don't really agree. I don't agree with this one at all. Evan Engram, who signed with the Jacksonville Jaguars. While a change of scenery is always good, and he kind of stunk out loud with the Giants, like he didn't have the ability to catch the football. So like unless you improve that ability, I don't care who's throwing it to you. You got to catch it. Like
I feel
the
like
balls were like they were there for you, and you dropped them.
Low-hanging fruit on Jacksonville too with Christian Kirk. You would imagine him being the number 1 target over there now, them giving him $8 billion to go play receiver, that he's going to do better than he's ever done in the fact that he hasn't caught more than 800 yards in any given season. So you would expect that they gave him all that money. They're going to throw him the ball a lot. Evan Engram, there's no guarantees with Evan Engram. Guarantee that he's going to do better?
That's what I'm saying. You
could equally just say, I guarantee he's not going to make the roster. Right? Because who the fuck knows?
Well, the one, Andrew Thomas, I mean, whatever. If he's an improved lineman, great. You know, by proxy, by default, you got to get better. The other one is Hollywood Brown. And I'm looking at him going to Arizona, and he's going to a very similar quarterback. Run first, run heavy quarterback. The only thing I could say for Hollywood is that the pressure will be off him a little bit. Once DeAndre Hopkins gets back from suspension, he'll be the 2, right? So you get a little less attention. You get the second corner. You get the slot stuff. That's the only thing I can say that why he would improve drastically or a guarantee, according to Schein. But, like, I don't know, man.
I don't think he's not the 2 because they still have AJ Green.
I mean,
AJ Green's.
I know he's not great, but I'm just
Pour out a little looking for AJ Green's career.
I will say Rondell Moore it might be good too, but like Hollywood Brown was brought in there to be the 2.
Well, yeah, they made the investment on him for a reason.
Traded a lot for him.
Yeah, they gave up a lot for him, and with no Hopkins there for
Janine
for
coming
the first
in
part of the season with no Hopkins, you obviously are looking for a number 1 guy.
She's a big fan of Engram. Big fan. She says Engram sucks. Yes, we are well aware. So anyway, yeah, that's that.